ladies and gentlemen. Give me a round of applause. Come on, let's go. Really nice slide, really nice slide.
Yes, Long Journey by Ferry. It's talking about how in stand-up comedy, it's a 6-minute set. That's like how lawyers work, right? They charge by 6 minutes. It cost me $30 to come here and go back, so I'm paying to give you 6 minutes. Start with an oldie but a goodie, like me. And if you know this, please feel free to join me. Some of you have heard this before, heard me before, so please join me. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Woo! Listen to you. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, that song has been in my head since it first came out. So you probably date me by that song. I don't mean date me, although that would be impressive if you serenaded me with my theme song. No, I mean carbon date me. But singing publicly has taken most of my life because I've been partially deaf since I was a little girl. And so even speaking, it took me a while. I spoke relatively late, and so I think of speaking English as my third language and reading English as my second language. I needed to be able to see it. So even now when I'm talking, it's like having subtitles across my life, which makes big groups a bit more difficult. This is easy because I'm the only one speaking. And only one set of subtitles to work with. But no, my first language is dog. Does anybody speak dog? Love it. All right. Okay. So those of you who speak dog can translate for the others who might not. Let's start with an easy one. How about fun? What's that?
Scratchy.
Why?
Please. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, okay. How about this one? This is my ear, right?
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck's it? That means stay away. I'm not sure about you, right? You speak dog. Clearly nobody here speaks dog. Okay.
This guy got it right. He said stranger danger.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good friend. Okay, so one more. This one will require me to put the mic down. This one might be a little bit trickier. Let's see if you get it.
Worms.
What?
Worms.
Words.
Worms.
Words. Presentation to play. Presentation to play. Yeah. So if you do that to a dog, they'll know you're ready to play. So I was just trying to gauge your playfulness. Got the corner over here. Yes. So actually, I would say I speak critter. And I think that's partly because my name is a critter. And I'll give you a hint.
Babe. Babe. Yeah.
All right. That ruins my joke. I was going to say no kids in the house, no etymologists in the audience, no honeybees left on the planet. But you got it. My middle name is also a sort of a critter, Elvira. Or Elvira, depending on how you pronounce it, means counseled by elves, which is true. I'm a little honeybee that's counseled by elves, so to get into some mischief. It also means true, which is also true. Does anybody remember Elvira, Mistress of the Dark? 1980s Gothic woman with big black hair and big white bosoms and small black dress. Yeah. Well, I did not obviously get the bosoms, so you can call me Elvira, Mistress of Polygamousness. Polygamous. Any etymologists in the house want to take a guess on what polygamous means?
Can you be polygonated?
Flat-chested.
You, perfect, love it. No, it means sooty. So a little bit dirty. I'm the mistress of a little bit dirty. Speaking of mistresses, is anybody married?
We're comedians.
In a committed relationship, I know we've established you guys are. Can you give me one word that describes your relationship right now?
Fun.
Yay! Fun! Woo! You can leave now. Anybody else in a committed relationship? Is that why we're all here? Nobody else. Nobody else. Yes. One word.
Yes.
All right, well notice neither one of you said sustainable. Right?
Oh, shit.
No.
Because your primary relationship is meant to be loving. You have each other's backs, you're allies, you're not exploiting resources. Or are you? And yet sustainable is our hot word of the times. We're trying to figure out how we can make our homes more sustainable, our agriculture more sustainable, our businesses more sustainable, so that we can just continue using what we see as resources for ourselves as humans alone, as opposed to cultivating a living relationship with the very thing that makes it possible for us to exist at all, namely the planet. Mistress of Polygamousness, a little bit dirty. Why is it that dirty, which is dirt, another word for earth, why is the earth not sexy? Or couldn't it be? That would... With that theme song, Heaven on Earth, trying to make heaven on earth, my whole life, Native people suggest walking on the earth as though it was your mother's back. Has anybody done this? Walked on your mother's back? Or am I the only hippie child whose job it was to walk on my mother's back?
Crack her back.
Yeah. So you know that when the person you're walking on clothes you and houses you and doesn't beat you, you do it very carefully. You don't strip mine her, you don't cover her in concrete, you don't deforest her, unless of course she wants a Brazilian.